It's a stream. Just give me a minute to let people know it's a stream. I didn't go about this the best way. Doesn't know that I'm online. I'm thinking the answer should be yes. There we go. All right. Time to let the world know. Or I could accidentally load Substance Painter. That also works. If you want to know what happened underneath the hood. All right. The call has gone out. I wonder if this is going to be too early for people. I do try to shift around when I stream to ensure maximum inconvenience. All right, for those of you watching the video on demand, I'll do a quick recap. I did a little bit of grinding off camera because yesterday I had a bit of hankering, so I did about 4 missions on Mandalia Plains, I think. We didn't really buy a ton of stuff, but the important thing is this. I realized I was making a mistake because my long-term plan is going to be to make Rams a Dark Knight. If you want to make a character a Dark Knight, you gotta plan out. Sup, slashes? It is slashes. Welcome. So if you want to make a Dark Knight, you need a plan. Try your stream before work even starts. Yeah, I'm trying it a bit earlier today. Trying to appeal to that European crowd that is probably in the middle of traffic right now. Pardon me. I do have a tiny cough. That's an overstatement. Greetings, quarantine. Okay, if you want a Dark Knight, you gotta plan out. Here's the thing, though. You gotta get a level 8 Black Mage, level 8 Knight, level 8 Dragoon, level 8 Geomancer, level 8 Ninja, all these things. But as the game goes on, you generally are gaining more and more job points, but your experience growth is very consistent. But the job point equation takes into account how many job levels you have globally. And so just as time goes on, right now we're gaining like 25 JP if we're on a level 1 job, maybe 35 if we're higher up. By the end of the game, you'll be getting, 60. Point is, you want to spend your time in the early game in the jobs with better stat growth. Black Mage is not really one of those, especially if you're going to go Dark Knight. So Black Mage is going to be a job we save for the very end. Right now, Ramza is a Knight, because that's one with good stat growth, and we'll go straight into Monk, which we got to get to level 5. And then maybe look at something like Geomancer. We'll see. Anyway, so I've done a little bit of time as a Knight, as you can see, learning some abilities. I didn't take Black Mage too seriously because I realized, oh yeah. And I like to try doing something different every time. Chad is now a thief. The goal is to get Chad to get him to a finalized thief so that Dave gets enough residual job points that he never has to go into the thief job. What's up, Katie? I have a bad cough too. Sorry about the cough hero song. And then Chat, still rocking the White Mage. Bumped her over to Chemist for a little bit. And I might do a Mystic Mediator. I think that'd be a fun combo. We'll see how that goes. So, you're caught up. We have Unremarkable Gear. We're only allowed to use Unremarkable Gear. And the rules are listed on screen, but I'm allowed to place 3 characters max in every fight, which has had the interesting side effect of making it easier to level up because the experience is split 3 ways instead of 5. Yeah. And shop gear only. How many hours do I have into tactics? Like, across my life? Hundreds. This is one of my favorite games of all time, though. Yeah, all I can say is hundreds. Probably not thousands. Probably. I've done, 2 Let's Plays of it. Oh, Maluda. Again, we're not doing story on this one. I got a co-op Let's Play with Ycaliber on the channel. And then one where I went through War of the Lions full on. So I'm just going to be blitzing through this. We're here for the technical challenge today. Even though I love the story of this game. I like basically everything about this game. I like everything about this game except how some late game abilities scale. Calculators should need MP for their casting. Okay. Let's start this with due diligence, because the enemy forces are actually pretty solid, because, like, Delita and Argus. Like, you can always make them knights if you want to get a little bump. We have a really good level advantage, so that's going in our favor. But, like, chainmail, she's got better gear. Plumed hat, oh yeah, we got that. Silken robe is on par with what I got. Yeah, and a mage masher is also kind of nice, but it's no stronger than a blind knife. Or a mithril knife for that matter, I think. Okay. So if we get a chance, it would be nice to steal Maluda's accessory. Or I think shield. Yeah, or shield. Iron helm we can buy. Alright. That said, in War of the Lions, they made it so you can't really do that very much. I wonder if we can steal heart. Let's try that. Oh, I don't have that ability yet. Well, this was a terrible decision to start things off. Hit! Yeah. We could come out swinging. I did learn Holy. I'm kind of tempted to come out swinging. So, I mean, we can just annihilate one target. It's a little bit of an overkill. Since when did you have Holy? I mean, it's 800 job points. It's easier to learn Holy than it is to learn Curaja. So, I mean, all you have to do is save up your job points, because this is not even a level 8 white mage. Yeah, that's one of the things. There's no tree progression. It's just, do you have the job points, yes or no? For the record, to counterbalance it, we get one shot. Do not miss your chance. We're gonna play this one boring though, at the very least right now, because like I can only reach one white mage and one thief, but this guy, he's already in tough. Since when did you have Holy though? I mentioned I did grinding off screen, so I did Mandalia Plains about 4 times. Because I had a hankering to play the game, and then I realized, like, oh yeah, I could just stream it. Oh wow! I thought he was gonna hit and run. I kind of disagree with that move, game. Woo woo! Yeah, that's why my characters are level 60 now. I think we were like 8 to 10. You gonna stream Metroid or Age of Empires this month? Definitely not Age of Empires. Metroid Dread, I'm gonna give a scalding hot take that I'm sure is incredibly unpopular. I'm a little skeptical of the new Metroid. The team making it, basically, I think AM2R was better than Samus Returns, and not by a little bit. So seeing that the Samus Returns team is making Metroid Dread, and then like even some of the dialogue around the game where people are like, oh man, Samus is being hunted. This is an emotion unlike anything else before. It's like, no, that's what they did in Fusion. So to me it looks like they're doing what they did in Fusion and what they did in Samus Returns. And those are probably my two least favorite Metroid games. I mean, with the asterisk that, like, obviously I think the first Metroid is actually the worst, but it has the Zero Mission remake, which is my favorite. So anyway, no, I'm not going to be doing, I'm not doing that. Not right away anyway. Because again, I'm skeptical. I don't want to say pessimistic. I mean, we don't need meaningful healing right now. If there's a better Metroidvania coming out, there is. There is. Yeah, I feel okay saying that. Yeah, Ren and Jergo, check it out. Coming to Steam, PS5 at launch, and hopefully 4 shortly thereafter. Xboxes and Nintendo Switch. Okay. I have to decide what to do with this white mage. Gonna play it safe because we can still get a decent attack out of there. Yeah, with Samus Returns, I think I've complained about this on stream before, but they, the whole point of a Metroidvania, I mean, I gave a panel on this, or I was on a panel about this at the last PAX, so you can just check it out, hanging out with Kyle Lopez and Miguel Hassan, two other Metroidvania developers, and we talk about this. But if you think about Metroidvanias, a big part is, you know, you explore. Okay. So you explore. Doing a Metroid Prime port to the Switch, which I'd be excited for. I know Metroid Prime 4 is coming to Switch, probably in the next 20 years. But I don't know about ports. Anyway, so Metroid games, a big part of it is like exploring and, you know, finding the items to gain progression or whatever, but you can't have stuff too tightly gated. So if you take like Samus Returns, which a lot of people didn't play, which I think is part of the reason for the optimism for Dread. Yeah, delete is fine. Of course, it's during my chem class. How advanced is the chemistry? I'll throw in some stuff. I've taught chemistry. One sec, I'm getting schooled. And possibly the controller died. One sec. There we go. Anyway, in Metroid Samus Returns, everything is tied to progression to the point that at a certain point it stops feeling like you're doing anything. You know, you get the various suit, you take half damage, enemies instantly start doing double damage. like instantly. I'm gonna drop the holy bomb here. My preference would be to clear out one of the white mages, though. There we go. I mean, we have a chance to drop them. Let's do it. Okay, you just have to survive this hit. Oh, and we're gonna take less than 42 damage now. Alright. Anyway, even in Metroid Dread, like, they introduced the melee attack, but the enemies, it's not like they have like 10 hit points and the melee attack does 5 and the shooting does 5. It's like your shots do 1 damage unless you melee attack them, in which case your shots do 20 damage. So you have to melee and shoot. Like, they're not even letting you play the game you want to. There's a specific rock, paper, scissors you have to do, and you have to melee this and time it and then shoot, and it's like, what if you just let the player play? So I have a diametrically opposed design philosophy. So it's like you should, the player should have this large toolkit, and that's something that's become increasingly set in Metroidvania games. Well, actually, in particular, the Metroid series. Like even in Metroid Prime, they had the same problem. I mean, people worship that game, so you can't say this, but it's true. You know, you start with the 1 beam. It's normal for fighting, and then you get the ice beam, and they start introducing enemies that only take damage from the ice beam, and then they introduce enemies that only take damage from the wave beam. So you basically just, whatever color the enemy is, that's the color beam you have to use. So it's, the upgrades are actually kind of downgrades because of that, right? It's just, it's another thing you have to do now. Good day, Quasimno. Good luck teaching them kids. Yeah, what's up, Korag? We just started. Like, in a way to articulate the concern over Metroid would be like, imagine Mega Man X, but like, as soon as you got Chill Penguin's weapon, or just any, like, you have to use that one. That's the weapon you have to use on every blue enemy. Like Prime as much as I do. Yeah, well, it's a great Metroid game, right? But it's not perfect. This is the Master of Orion 2 dilemma of a great game that's very popular, sets a bunch of design precedents, and that includes its flaws. Because again, in a Metroidvania, it's not good to have everything tied to progression, because now there's no way to get ahead. You're actually back on a linear game. Let's just hang back for a bit. I don't want to extend, well... I think this is dangerous, but if he gets attacked... Oh, but... Yeah, okay. We'll do this. We'll do this. We have a white mage with no MP, because I blasted it all in Holy. I mean, we're exactly down 30 hit points. Anyway, so I have concerns about the new Metroid. We'll see how it actually turns out. But yeah, I definitely would not pre-order it, especially for $80. Yeah, exactly. Zero Mission, you can sequence break. I mean, that's fundamental to most Metroids. There's room for the player to, you know, apply their brush strokes, so to speak. I don't know how we're gonna get that guy. I mean, we technically don't have to. Yeah, building up every planet in Stellaris isn't as appealing as it used to be. Yeah, and Galactic Civilization's the same thing, just when you have a whole bunch of planets. And the thing is, the UIs aren't built for any scale either, right? Like, that's kind of a big problem. In Prime, you can only have one beam active. Yes, but that also means they design enemies that only take damage from one type of beam. So now, as you get the plasma beam, in like 3 and 0 mission, they just increase your power. They're straight up upgrades. And they introduce some more difficult enemies, but they keep some of the old ones as well, so you get some advantage, and then the difficulty is preserved with the other ones. But it all goes sideways. I guess we attacked Maluda. Yeah, it all goes sideways because you constantly have to be using the beam that damages them. Oh no. Stole my iron helm. Sup? I'm really glad that hit. Alright, the crystal is kind of what I was holding out for. This is going to be our best chance to steal if we get the opportunity. Oh, we can't even steal helms right now, which I think is the only thing worth stealing. Well... I mean, in Metroid 1, we at the very least need to block him off from reaching this crystal. Actually, I could just beat him on the head. In Metroid 1, you can only have one of the beams active at a time. Or I guess, technically the long beam. You can have Ice Beam plus Long Beam, or Ice Beam plus Wave Beam. Or the short range version of them. Or Long Beam plus Ice, Long Beam plus Wave is what I'm trying to say. You get what I mean. Alright. Let's see if we can steal. I mean, there's not really much of a point. Oh wait, but she did have chainmail. Yeah, and I'm using bronze armor. Okay, so there is... an opportunity for us to end up ahead here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to steal her armor. Okay, good. Yeah! Such a good attack. Luda's on level 8. He's doing 48 damage. Rend weapon. Oh boy, now she's in trouble. Oh yeah! FF14, okay, if you haven't played FF Tactics, I'm also gonna assume you haven't played FF3, the real FF3. So the entire Crystal Tower is just the plot of Final Fantasy III. Yeah, FF14 is like this amalgam of all the Final Fantasy games right now, and it's pretty neat. Okay, we broke her weapon, so nothing to do but bankrupt her. Time to defund the enemy. Oh my goodness, what a bloodbath for helmets. Ah, do we grab the treasure? Fine, let's grab the treasure chests. Oh, the Hellmanity! Yeah, FF14 is just a love letter to the series. Absolutely, even just at the very beginning, just with the way they've got the Magitech armor and all those things, in terms of setting, it's already very Final Fantasy VI. You know what? I'm just gonna have Chad take it. Acquire Cure. Okay. Well, let's lose a little bit more gear. Yeah, nothing but plumed hats. This is disappointing. Well, time to drop Maluda. Oh my goodness! Yeah, there's serious problems with the hat market right now. Everybody is without a hat. Even the characters wearing a hat in their portraits. Alright, I think you just need to get Maluda injured. And the battle ends. Nope. Battle ends and down goes Child's father. Yeah! Gotta get them orchestrion rolls. Or the crappy version where it's just like the fragment of the orchestrion roll. Do I think this is gonna be worth it? I'm gonna wait. Cause he might turn into a crystal. That thief might crystallize. Okay, well, maybe it's a helmet then. Leather plate. Not great. It's not ideal. Sure, I think Chad's got the most experience points. Alright. Victory is ours! But at what cost? Yeah, oh my goodness. So many helmets. But also, Maluda is, I think, probably the most sympathetic character in the game. Maluda or Teta. Or Tetra, I think she's known as in this one. Or Argoth. Yeah, we're gonna have to be going back to a shop. But we got a chainmail. Can't buy that right now. But it does constitute shop gear, so I'm allowed to use it in this challenge. In this chattel. Argoth, yeah. Argoth is my favorite villain in FF Tactics. I wonder how much of this was rigged. Yeah, I think... So I think this happens when... I mean, it's Galagros in the original. I think he starts going off book. Yeah, time to get out of there, Chocobo. Yeah, just because Desadarg is so scheming. The one catch is, it's implied Galagros is kind of going off on his own. Like, I think they're in league with Wygraph, but I don't know about the rest. Oh yeah, Star Trek Bridge Commander on GOG? That's awesome. I don't even have access to that game anymore. I'd love to get it on GOG. I probably should. Hey Korak, how much is Bridge Commander on GOG? Here's the thing with Argath. He's a little bit right. He's right to be cynical. $11.85 for Bridge Commander. Man, that's a deal. Get the Kobayashi Maru mod installed. Argath is the worst. Oh, leave the playthings of your boyhood behind. Talking about his best friend. Yeah, and then aren't we friends? Just shoulders right past you. What a dick. All right. To the outfitter. We require hats. Sweet. Yeah, and it's the wrong type of city for the gear we actually need. Alright. I mean, we did get all those plumed hats. And just out of curiosity, 398, I can get Steel Helm. Alright, now we're in business. I kind of wanted to get Steelheart instead, but recent events have impressed upon me the importance of good headwear. Boom, chainmail. A Rend MP is definitely the least useful. Yeah, it's time to take the fight to their helmets. Alright. Hopefully we don't get in a fight. Oh, right, it's the cutscene.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Do you think Tetra might be watching this same sunset?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Delita. I'm sure she is well.
Something's been bothering me, Ramza. For some time now.
Argath's words trouble you. Am I not right?
There are things beyond the power of our changing, Ramza. Try though we might.
Haha, depends how hard you
If a thing
try.
can be endeavored, it
Will endeavor grant me an army? I would save Tetra with these hands, if aught were in my power to do. But I cannot. 'Tis my meager lot in this life.
You should accumulate more power. I mean, these are just 3D models with a shader applied over top of it. It would not be super difficult to make an anime in this style.
Do you remember, Ramza? When your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
For the record, I can't do it. When you say the style, I assume you mean visually and not the cynical, backstabbing world of Ivalice. Yeah. I assumed you meant visually, but then I started thinking about the plot of the game and being like, I mean, I don't know how much more of that I can take. The Red Hood. Do you have anything else good? Not really. We have quite a few fights ahead of us, so... Okay, yeah, okay. Alright. We're gonna save. The last one, like, I have good levels, but the thing is, we don't have Argath with us anymore. Which overall is a really good thing. Last refuge of the coward. Back to FF Tactics. I will never break up with FF Tactics. I will love this game all of my days. I mean, I've been playing it since it came out. I still have... My buddy had a EGM featuring FF Tactics. That was my first experience of the game. Because I heard from one friend that he didn't like it. But I had this old EGM magazine that had a feature on it. And I still have it. He let me keep the magazine. Because he saw how fascinated with it I was. And, I mean, that was 97. Loved it the whole time, even before I played it for the first time. I think it's my favorite story in FF. Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite story. In many ways, I don't care for it. It makes me the least happy, but it is very good. I think in terms of game, I think I like FF Tactics better in every regard than Tactics Ogre. Tactics Ogre, so in my opinion, Yasumi Matsuno needs someone to rein him in just a little bit. I don't mean favorite and that's a happy story. Yeah, man, I'm having a really bad day at work. I'm gonna go play FF Tactics and then Tactics Ogre to cheer up. I do not really want to go charging in on this map. Also... This is a fairly formidable enemy force. Good news is we can probably drop that Time Mage in 2 hits. Okay, we're still gonna be... We're gonna be careful about this. Yeah, I agree the scale is nice in Tactics Ogre for sure. I think, like... It's interesting. Later on in FF Tactics, it becomes a bit of a flaw, but... It's like the math scales really nicely throughout the game, up until the end where it goes a little bit off the rails, whereas Tactics Ogre stays very much in a narrow area. It's tough to explain, like, you kind of are doing 50 damage the whole game in a way, if you know what I mean. Which is a weird thing to key in on. Like, that's so bizarrely mechanical, but it matters. It's like, oh, do you feel like you're making good progress in the game and those sorts of issues. We're gonna use Tailwind and just park for a bit. So we all got the Protect, and then I'll get zapped with Lightning, and it makes no difference. At least she only hasted 1. Yeah, FF Tactics has so much good music in it. He's got a Thunder Rod as well, so that's gonna hurt. Yep. Yes. Yeah, I agree the MP system in Tactics Ogre is awesome. Having your mages charge up. It's brilliant. Yeah. They did a good job on both. I agree with you, I can't fault anyone who likes one more than the other. And I would go one step further and say, you need both. If you wanted to create the perfect tactical RPG, you would need both games. Do we throw out? Okay, we're gonna get priority on our Cure cast, which is really important. Oh no, I can't reach it. Yeah, we're in a tough... This is a tough map geographically. Hit. Yeah. It outsped her? This is probably a wipe. I don't have the means to revive her, and I don't want to lose the character. Let's see what happens. This is probably a fail. Oh yeah, even like, it boggles my mind that there hasn't been a real FF Tactics resurgence despite Fire Emblem gaining huge popularity. Yeah, might have to be the next game project, to be honest. Sup, Choco Billy? We are in the midst of a wipe right now. That guy's just got so much raw power. Yeah, not quite. Even just seeing on this map's difficult. Ah, man. Those guys who were contacted by Sarah to make a remake or remasters of 7? Weren't they ultimately dropped? This is a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. See, we had the opportunity to get the others. No. Everyone's just got their vanilla faith. I don't have any braver faith modifying. I think if Triangle Strategy ends up doing well, I don't see how it can do much better than Octopath Traveler already did, though, right? Like. Yeah, and again, Triangle Strategy, I am not super optimistic about. Again, I know it sounds like I'm a Debbie Downer on all these games, but gonna break his gear. Nice. They're still contracted for what? Are they doing the like the lo-fi remakes? No. All right. So our one chance for a win here. Okay, that was probably it. Oh, and she's got counter too. Yeah, this is gonna be very difficult. Isn't that FFT? So, yeah, I got a message about it. I wonder if it's someone on the marketing department, because I have a popular FF Tactics LP. Yeah, they're still making progress on it. Again, I wouldn't be optimistic about the new one. Yeah, Yasumi Matsuna's working on anything. That was a Kickstarter project that had eyes bigger than its stomach. Much like me in this fight. Do we know if the Dragon Quest X offline is going to come to the US? So, Yuji Horii mentioned liking the idea of that, but as of right now, I don't think they're any closer. But they're doing the offline version in Japan, which would of course be a good first step. I mean, give Rams the credit, he's not going down without a fight. Or without a shield. Yeah, so Project Triangle, they fixed a bunch of mechanical stuff since the first demo. The problem is, yeah, there went chat. The problem is, I don't think that's what the real problem was. Guess we just reset. To win that fight, we needed to successfully steal Maluta's armor, which we didn't, and then we needed to get the hit in. Didn't happen. That's okay. Anyway, Project Triangle. like the demo starts with like a cutscene that just goes on for like 20 minutes, and then they give you battle, and I feel like it has about the Final Fantasy or the Fire Emblem level of complexity. But in my opinion, Fire Emblem games, like you compare Awakening to like Radiant Dawn. Radiant Dawn does not have the supporting like social aspects to strengthen the core mechanics, and they kind of reveal the core mechanics of Fire Emblem to be, in my opinion, not quite enough to sustain a game. Tactics Ogre and FF Tactics do not have that problem, and then they both have incredible plots on top of it to, push it further. All right, let's try something a little different. I think running to the hill also is a decent idea. We also could switch to just like a better fighting team, because this team is not heavy on the offense. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Soft counters feeling better than hard counters in games. So like, one of the weird things I've noticed is if you take a game like Final Fantasy VI, and I'm trying to pick games of similar era here, compared to like and style. We'll say like the Dragon Quest IV remake. In 4, you often get armor that like reduces damage from like fire and ice by like 50%. In Final Fantasy VI, you often get stuff that makes you absorb fire, so it heals you. The stuff that makes the damage reduce in Dragon Quest, just because of how the game's balanced, actually feels more powerful most of the time. Which is weird. It's objectively doing less, but within the context of the game, gives you a bit of a bump. They listen to much of the feedback for the strategy of Triangle. Yeah, I just feel like they're still limited by their original idea. I'm very thankful some of that missed. There were some cool ideas in it, but like, I mean, Mario and Rabbids is a better tactical RPG. Thanks, Delita, you did your job. Get called out. It's true. Mario and Rabbids is really... what they did with move tech is fantastic. Not a lot of people played it, and it's a crying shame. Wait. Yeah, I can't get to him. Oh, but I haven't played it. Oh my goodness. You gotta play it. Alright, we got Blind Inflicted, which is what we were hoping for there. So in this position, there's a decent chance we don't even get the spell off. We could just try taking out Maluda. I feel like that's a little too cheap though. But a Black Mage, on the other hand. Well, and my favorite Mario and Rabbids thing is, thank goodness Auto Potion triggered. the guy tearing up when it was announced as a launch title for the Switch, and everyone was like, what? Because it's such an irreverent series, although that works in its favor a couple times. Yeah, it's gonna happen again. Oh, we have a chance. So, our only chance to actually stop this, because we probably can't dispatch the knight in one hit. Oh, we can. Alright. Well, forget what I was saying. Thank you, Delita. Yeah, the scene of Donkey Kong falling off the side in Mario & Rabbids is comedy gold. They mimic the King Kong shot and then have the Rabbid Peach start taking selfies as it's falling to its death. Incroyable. That time mage. Ow! Auto potion? Oh, bummer. No auto potion, but slow. Alright, do we need the Hail Mary quite yet? I wish I had a Mage Masher. Well, if we hit him again, it'll beat him into submission at least. Yeah, Maluta's gonna drop her. I don't know that there's much I can do to save chat. I mean, yeah. Aside from lose a 75% coin flip. Yeah, as soon as that's slow landed. Again, we have the get out of jail free card of just casting Holy on Maluta. So I'm not concerned about actually getting meaningfully bottlenecked on this fight, but I want to win the fight. Did that target just a single? That time mage. They have so much magic power. Time to poison their water supplies. That's a good idea. Maluta bravely hiding out in the corner. Yeah, we're gonna have to let her chase us if we want to get out of this. If only I'd raised my strength one more notch. So that potion, I think, didn't meaningfully help. Alright, he's got enough for one more fire, and then he's basically useless. Nuke your friend? Nah. That's a 4 height difference, so I can't attack down from there, I don't think. I think you can only do 3. Well, we still have to, right? Like, to make it winnable, we gotta go for the Hail Mary. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Let's see here. Or was I doing 28 damage? I think it was 28. Oh no, perfect. So here, if we had a revive, I think it's probably winnable. Ooh, trying to trash her old chainmail. All right, Chad! Yeah, well, good luck casting haste with your 6 MP. Poor Ramza, born into a cynical world. So, if it crits, and even then, chat! Yeah, now it doesn't matter. Even though Ramza probably wins the duel. All right. I don't want to do the nuke strategy though. All right. So, won the duel, lost the battle. Here's the other problem. We have a fundamental design problem with our party here. A, he's not tough right now. As long as he's in that class, he's not gonna be tough. We could go monk, but I don't think we have enough JP for anything useful. He did do one fight as a monk. It's like, yeah, purification. We get, that's basically the same as what you get from, okay, it's slightly better version of salve. Well, that's not really, like if we could get Wave Fist, or now known as Aura Blast, or Shockwave, or Chakra. I mean, I could grind for a fight, but I don't want to do that. Could go 2 Knights, just for the raw power boost. No point in going Dragoon, because we can't get spears right now, I don't think. It'd be right at the end of the chapter if it were. What we need is the ability, so we have the chemist, or we have chat who can revive 2 different ways. Yeah, and we don't have quite enough for re-raise. Darn it. That would also work in our favor. Let's think this through. I think he does know Phoenix Down. We could give up Metal, which is a big blow, for another revive. Chad could do it. And that means we don't have to race once someone goes down, which is a little tempting, and Fundaments hasn't helped that much. Oh, actually, his faith is 46, so he probably could learn Raise, yeah. We'll learn Raise on him, but 22 MP and bad stuff. You're better off with the 100% accuracy of a Phoenix Down. Because I kind of want to see if I can do it with like the actual party configuration. And just out of curiosity, what happens to his HP? Yeah. Can't even get him a shoulder cape. All right, let's try this. And I'm just gonna hit the old state save button there. All right. I'm also gonna try. I'm gonna try to take the hill. But this is wonderful. I'm having a hard time. And I love it. Because, I mean, And we're still playing FF Tactics, because again, like if you do the single class challenge or whatever, it just turns into spam, 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 right? Like if you have a party of all dancers, you just hang back and let the dances do the work. If you have a party of all squires, you just hang back and let the focus do the work until you have really high PA. Yeah. Alright. Positioned us the wrong way, and rushing Maluda. It's not exactly appealing. I want to try something. I'm going to try a full weight first turn. This is basically to bump our turn gauge down to 40. And we already outsped them. Well, Ramza didn't, but... Yeah, read the room, Delita. Charge in. Yeah, so this is gonna basically, hopefully, close the gap and then give us a really big clearance on charge gauge. What that'll do is, again, hopefully, let's probably go into Delita. I didn't get a good look at it though. Let's see, check this out. 59 on the charge gauge. They're all in like very low, right? So that means we have a couple trouble sources. We got problematic Blacklit Mage. Problematic Time Mage, and we have enough time to get a Holy Cast off now. Probably. Speed 8 on the White Mage now. This might also hit Ramza if they put it in the corner. Yeah. Didn't have the reach. Go get him, Delita! Yeah. Look at that, going second in the turn order now. So the only question is, who on the other team would we like to take out in a single hit? We do have to move in. We'll go there because it gives us, yeah, protection on both sides, and then an ally can come up the back. Just out of range. I'm gonna do that. And that's so we get the option of falling back there. That's kind of a bad move to put the thief there. Oh well. All right. You know what? That was a good hit. 54. Tried throwing a rock at a thief. Counter tackle. Nice. Hard to argue with his physical attack power. He's kicking the crap out of that knight. So much so. Yeah! Alright, good work, Delita. So now we got ourselves good old-fashioned 3-on-4. Time Mage still oh, immobilize. With the knights down, there's a lot worse places we could be immobilized. Oh, that was a huge mistake. Yeah, I mean, aside from being pretty vulnerable there. Oh, is it gonna hit himself? Yeah! Alright. Auto potion, yes! So now we really gotta hope that the turn procs. We don't have a damage forecast, so this is awkward. I could heal with Ramsey by using Chant. To help guarantee the survival. Yeah, Thunder's gonna outspeed it. Also, Phoenix down on Delita would have been an interesting choice. All right. Now, Maluda probably drops the white. Oh, sweet, run! All right. Because Maluda probably can't make that jump. So if we do it this way... Oh man, we might have a chance to start looking at stealing Maluda's gear. He's still got 24 MP though. I kind of want to take that guy out. But what if... I mean, I can't hit him this turn anyway. All right. Oh, still going for the white mage. Yeah, Ramsey can't really... I want to pressure this mage. Tailwind on yourself. Yay! Auto potion. All right. That's 2.5. I think this is technically the limit of vertical attack range. Yeah. But you can't do +3. You can do -3 though. Woo! Yeah, Maluda ain't playing around. Oh, at least we got a long sword. One hit point. That was a crit. That was a crit and a fall. But good thing we bought that helmet. I think the stores actually might be stocking a new one now. Alright. Just out of curiosity. Chainmail. Oh, Mithril Sword. Heck yeah. Yes! Alright, threat neutralized. You're in a tough situation, Maluda. And chat, I think, is just gonna be using potions for a little bit. Actually, that's not true. Maluda's gonna have a really good chance at getting... Oh no! Turns are gonna proc in the wrong order. I was gonna say, there's a decent chance of crystallization. I think I have a second Silken Robe. Guess which turn I did all the killing on? Oh, alright. I kind of just wanted to see if I could revert my move after that. One of these... Oh, that was the knight, actually. I want to carefully structure the order. Blazera. That's gonna help. That's gonna help on his quest to become a Dark Knight. Because here's the thing, I believe you need to get level 8 Black Mage. That's 300 job points, but I think with Black Mage you might also have to master it. Fire, Thunder, Blizzard. Yeah, sure, I'll take him. Knock her off. Return the favor. Yeah, he's the only honest Beowulf, but again, he thinks the family stands for nobility. Really, it stands for the nobility. And thus we murdered Maluda. Well, killed. This feels especially gross when you remember that all people are of one blood. Oh yeah, baby. Wait, battle boots? Yeah, actually that'd be really nice to have on Ramza. Get our backup Silken Robe. But I mean, look at that gear. Actually, it's Maluda's gear. That might make things awkward with Wyagraph. But I mean, what are the odds that we're gonna run into him anytime soon? Also, we could probably do a little bit of ability tinkering here. I don't really see. 8% evade on a mithril blade. Yeah, no point in going with the guard, so sure. Or parry. Formerly known as weapon guard. Steel heart. Thank goodness. And re-raise. Now we're talking. And now we're gonna have an interesting dilemma. gonna have the choice of, do we go holy or do we go re-raise and other stuff? For the record, though, we do have ether. Happens to restore, I believe, the exact MP that re-raise costs. It's interesting. I'd call Wiograph a foil for Delita. I mean, there's this parallel between Wiograph and his sister, Delita and Tetra, and then Ramza and Alma. These three brother-sister pairings. And they all live happily ever after. Yes, they all lived, and all happily. I don't think happy can happen in Ivalice. Pinello? Gang, we didn't murder her, we killed her. It's slightly better. Although I did take her weapon, so maybe it kind of starts blurring the line. But you know, what matters is that we don't worry about that right now. Man, only 69% chance. And, oh, he probably has passive maintenance. So, this is honestly maybe a battle to just rush Wiograph on. And beyond that... Alright, try not to be super vulnerable to his Holy Sword abilities. I mean, there's so many layers of tragic irony to this story. By Ramza being a noble leading the crusade to rescue Tetra, like... It forced the Death Corps, or the Corpse Brigade, which are they in this one? Corpse Brigade in this translation. It forced them to basically keep her hostage, and ugh. He's got a pretty good squad here. Yeah, it's Boko. All right. It would be helpful to take Boko out. All right. That gets rid of Choco Cure. Cross your fingers, everybody. We have a 69% chance. There we go. Looks like Chocobo's back on the menu, boys. Can't steal across that gap. Those are female monks. I should not have done that because he was exposed to counterattack. Oh well. I watched the Get Dave FFT YouTube playthrough. Well, I have good news. If you're a fan of Get Dave, he's here. Is Chocobo a staple food in FF? I believe it is referred to. That would be Yuli's fried chocobo. It's the antecedent special blend of, oh no, don't instant kill. Thank you. They are too important as work animals to eat. Well, and why do people sometimes eat horse? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, thank goodness for Regenerator. Okay, yeah. How are the charge gauges? 58? Oh, there might be time. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay, we have a high risk play available. So this is gonna draw a lot of attacks. We had bad luck on all of our attacks at Wagraph, so that actually might have been a blessing in disguise. I'm pretty sure there's reference to Chocobo egg being eaten. Sorry, buddy, should have given me your sword when you had the chance. Okay, yeah, so it was... Well, that was the Marquis kidnapping, so I thought that was the one that set it off. So, not to get into theological debate, but I don't think casting Holy is getting God to delete you. Just 'cause... So let me tell you about the good news of Saint Ajora. But I mean, yeah, I wonder where the divine power is coming from. It could be the Okuria, since we're deep into Ivalice lore here. Is David Ajora's witness? No. I read the Germanic scriptures, man. I know what's in there. Like, it's not focused? It depends, right? Like, in Final Fantasy VII, and I mean, Cloud's in this game, so it's worth discussing FF7. Holy enacts the planet's will to remove evil. Right, so the planet is the determining energy source. So I guess, you know, then it would be... It's not a blast of life stream, though, but yeah, it's determined by the planet's will of right and wrong. Is the magic coming from other powers? Yes. It depends. But yeah, white magic is drawn from nature in Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, this. Alright, go get him, boy. This is... The planet in this game does not care for poor people. I mean... So my take on Evilus would be, it doesn't care for people. I mean, for the record, Rams is highborn, and I have bad news about how his story is gonna go. It's full of sadness. Ask the planet to delete you. Yeah, Actually, so I said white magic can be drawn from nature. That's not strictly true. That's considered, in Final Fantasy lore, that's the best place to draw it, because there's... Yep. There's sufficient life energy to draw from. You can siphon it off of anyone. Hargath played the part. So it's a spirit bomb? No! It's life stream. Holy is a Goku spirit bomb. Maybe. Ah, you whoreson dog. This is gonna be a very difficult fight. Trisection! Just to help tie things together, this is the first battle song you hear in the game as well. Which, of course, is in the prologue. Yeah, oh, please. I know about the Conjurer quest. Yeah, the one girl nearly kills herself because she cast rays when she's drawing the ether out of her own body, i.e. consuming her own life stream. Yeah, but not all of it is like that. I mean, the fact is, in FF14, their lore is also, if you're not sure, the answer is ether, which is basically life stream. Alright, if we're gonna pull this off, we're gonna need a combination of... Well, Zalbag, in order, Zalbag is loyal to Dysadarg, then Alma, well, Father, but Father's dead now, then Dysadarg, then Alma, then Ramza. Yeah, we're gonna do the weight thing again. Oh yeah, I forgot he's got a crossbow. That's kind of convenient. Make your peace with the gods, you die by my hand. He shimmies one step to the right. Just have to corner myself first. Well, that's gotta be a Thunder Rod. So staying here opens us up to the double whammy attack. Is there any good gear? No. Not really, no. No. Oh, I didn't check Argeth. I can't steal accessories right now, so... Let's just try an experience point steal. Fastest way to level up. Argeth is just like Captain Marvel. One of the outfits, yeah. Got the same haircut, too. Although, Rams is in no place to talk trash about haircuts. Yeah, the item needs to be available in a shop. Basically... no Excalibur, no Chaos Blade, that kind of stuff. 2.5, that's doable. Alright, maybe that intimidates the Black Mage. Rams has just invited a World of Hurt, though. Thank goodness for regen. Yeah, Delita... He's got an okay hairdo. Very flowing. He's got sick flow, bruh. Thanks, Delita. Here comes like the ice 2. Yep. Oh. Right, it's the other mage that probably has the Thunder Rod that we gotta watch out for. No, because otherwise, because the goal is for, I don't want to eliminate, like, character classes from the game, right? So, like, I did one challenge where at first it was no equipment, but then that basically turns it into a monk challenge. So I said, okay, every character can have one piece of equipment. And then that makes it so you can use other classes again, basically. Sniper shot. So this is going to decide the battle. Perfect. Oh, excellent. So now we have an interesting dilemma. Do we let that heal proc for the secondary healing on Ramza? Because there's lots I could do with this turn. I think this character is too dangerous to be left alive, though. Just because the lightning spell is so strong and there's so many more MP available. I'm pretty sure only one of the knights can reach me at that point as well. I think we leave Chad to that one. Get Chat over here. Granted, the white mage might actually be stronger. Oh, sweet! Yeah, because Yeah, this is a recurring Final Fantasy dilemma. It's like, why don't you revive Aerith with Phoenix Down? Phoenix Down doesn't revive dead people. Characters aren't dead. In Dragon Quest, when a character... They have to explain it, because characters die when they go to 0 hit points. They turn into ghosts in the originals, and then you haul around coffins. And it literally says die in the text feedback. In Final Fantasy Tactics, you are wounded. In all Final Fantasy games, you're wounded or swooned. Or knocked out. Those are the terms they use. Phoenix Down is like a smelling salt. In terms of like its medical potency, at least. So it's like bleeding to death. Yeah, that's what that countdown means right now. Except it's Final Fantasy, so they crystallize when they die. Or, in this one, turn into a treasure chest with one of the articles of clothing in there. Must make for some weird funerals. Bring the crystal. Yeah, I don't know. That is partly subject to the rules of whatever Final Fantasy you're checking out, though, right? Like FF7, you don't crystallize, you return to the life stream. Yeah, see you, Zombie Ninja. Thanks for coming out. I'm gonna wrap after this battle. We'll get into chapter 2. Be kind of tempting to do the... Oh, crap. Oh, it was just the shield. If I had to give up one piece of equipment, it would be that. I don't want his hit point total to drop any lower. Ooh, not quite enough to get it within 2-hit kill range. Still, 100% accuracy. And they don't have healers, so if I hit him one more time, that'll intimidate him, and maybe the White Mage can pick him off or something. Yeah, get your hands up. Like you just don't care. Okay, they do have healing left. I'm surprised you can binge code to, there we go, mission accomplished. To something with, like, dialogue and everything. When I'm seriously coding, I definitely... Like, if I'm doing easy stuff where it's, like, kind of brute force work, I can have music on and all that, but, for the serious day's work, I can't have distractions like that. Richard Williams said, don't animate with music on. Some people would put classical music and he's like, don't do it. Makes you a worse animator. Oh, so close. Still. Even with the potion, that puts him within Ram's kill range now. Yeah, if you're doing grunt work, that's one thing. This is a little awkward. What's our turn order gonna be? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna use the ether now. Potion, great. I wonder if he withdraws. At 35 hit points, I think he still withdraws. Thank goodness. Oh, because he blocked it off. He laid a pick for his friend. Okay, 75% chance. Yeah. That's FF Tactics for you. I'm just gonna have him park right there. I want his turn to come up sooner. Why would listening music... No, he is 100% saying listening to music would lower your artistic ability. Animation requires intense concentration, and a lot of people really do not appreciate just how bad multitasking is for your brain. I mean, that's the answer. And scientifically proven, the best way to worsen your ability to multitask is to multitask. Anyone who says I'm a good multitasker probably either is doing or is about to start doing terrible work. And you can tell them I said that. Alright, this is awkward. I don't really want to give up the chance to kill that one guy. Yeah, Argus is shielding him. So we give up a heal on Ramza. He's got 100 hit points. Yeah, if you wonder why all LPers seem like they're bad at video games, it is because of multitasking. Alright, good. I was really hoping it wouldn't roll down to a 6. There was an outside chance of that. Alright, now we got ourselves a 3-on-2. One guy can wreck equipment, though. We also do have... Oh! Well, there goes the holy strategy. Argus is going to be able to do that indefinitely. Wait, we might actually still be clear. No, 50, we needed it. I shouldn't have gambled on that, but... Acquire abilities? Stone. Nah, I'm good. Twinning stuff works better with music? Well, again! I think it might change if you're doing it in like 3D software as well, because... Well, but the twinning is basically fully automated then. I don't know. Again, Richard Williams, who probably... He's one of the greatest animators of all time, and wrote the most important animation textbook of all time. That's not even his advice, that's from one of his guys. No one's questioning whether or not it's more fun to work with music. But, yeah. His first piece of advice is unplug from everything. If you consider sports artistic, depends how you play. Here it comes. Oh, at least it's just an attack. Auto potion? Yeah, fully negated. Yeah, obviously, it depends on the other sort of thing you're trying to do, and I would argue you also... Not every moment should be concerned with raw productivity. You know, employers like it when you're like, I give 100% every day. It's like, really? Well, how are you able to come into work the next day if you gave 100% on day one? Because my 100% is pretty intense. People people don't actually give 100%. You're really trying to give like a good 70% that you can bring in every single day. So I mean, over the long run, you have to just run yourself at a lower intensity. This is why things like crunch are stupid, because yeah, you can bang out some crazy productivity and then what? And then you're tired and then you're running a lower productivity for a longer amount of time after that. David Goggins had an interesting thing where he talked about running his first 100-mile, and he'd done marathons, so he assumed, you know, he could handle a 100-mile. He was a Navy SEAL and all that. And, you know, his nails are falling off, and he's defecated all over himself by the end, because, like, the strain on his body was just so crazy intense. And he was just lying in a tub in agony at the end. And his point was, that still wasn't quite 100%. There was more to give. A lot of people would be like, oh, you know what, she's blinded. Let's just do this for the experience points. Yeah, there's a case to be made that some work you can have quality taper off. Notoriously, at the end of development on Celeste, Matty Thorson and Noel and a couple other people, like, they had their deadline they had to hit, and what else? They had to finish level decoration on the final area of the game, which I can relate to. So they just like put on podcasts and worked 18-hour days for like 2 weeks. Because again, it's kind of mindless work. You don't need, you need to put in the hours, but it's not super difficult. Because once the design scheme's implemented, like, it's just kind of, you know, just placing things, following a predetermined scheme. Bad positioning there. I thought I had him. Yeah, 3.5. We just need a rush. Oh, don't let him get the crystal. Anyway, Maddie had interesting feedback on it, being like, yeah, we should have just delayed the game. I wish they had Dia as an offensive spell for situations like this. I mean, regen, I guess. Interestingly, we put item on the thief and have not needed it. Good riddance, Argath. Yeah, I've done a 100-hour work week. And with mental work, like, it's tricky because you start making mistakes. There's a sweet spot, right? If you work too little, your productivity goes down as well, where it's like, you know, there's too much time and you forget things.
I'm sorry, Delita. What was that? The powder! Delita! We must away!
$100-hour weeks for like 2 months? How can you possibly do that for 2 months, though? Like, even if you're sleeping at work, it's hard to pull that off. Because, like, if you're doing 14-hour days, you still won't hit 100 hours.
I had lived my life the only way that I had known. But when the pillars of that life came crashing down, I did not stand and watch them fall. I turned and walked away.
All day, all week for 2 months. But again, like, you would have to sleep. You cannot possibly hit that number unless you are sleeping at work. I mean, yeah, you'd have to sleep at work and just not leave the building for 8 weeks straight. Yeah. I don't know. I have to think. I think you have to be exaggerating a little bit on that, because even, like, okay, even grocery shopping you don't have time for in that situation. So work would have to be providing every single meal. Because again, there's only 168 hours in a week. You spend a certain amount of that time eating, a certain amount sleeping, and a certain amount pooping, basically. Yeah. An interesting study showed that people who estimate they work 70 hours a week typically round up from 50. Because, yeah, at 100 hours is basically you do nothing but work. You see no humans, you see no nothing. You just, yeah, sleep at a computer desk, basically. Alright, welcome to the party, lad. I need your hat. I forget if Alicia and Lavian have slightly better base stats. Yeah, 50% is a decent number, so in comp sci management, you're generally taught to assume 40% productivity. The ratio is usually 40% coding, 40% meetings. And if that seems high, blame management. But it's not high. That's realistically how it works. And then 20% just waste time. Because again, like, if you're banging out work, like, there's no time allotted for, like, okay, so you never went on Reddit once that whole time. It's people don't work like that. All right. And I'm saying this as the guy who doesn't even listen to music when he works. Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, there was that famous thing where Fox News posted, like, the schedule of how busy a CEO was, and it actually turned out to be a pretty tame week with lots of travel that they billed as time. I think your goal is fine. Oh, we lost the other silken robe. Oh, here's what we can do. Whoop, 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 whoop. Actually, Agrius can keep... Well, you know what? Even Agrius. You're just a guest, Agrius. Wow, look at that gear. Now Agrius, now Gafgarian. And the thing is, Barba, Chainmail, Mithril Sword, that's still some good gear. Alright, I kinda wanna move here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, taking the break is so important. The amount of work I accomplish... often if I have really difficult mental work to do, which usually at the start of a task, it's mostly mental. And if it's a meeting, or if you're working with multiple people, then the meeting can accomplish it, but... I mean, the work I get done, I take a clipboard and a pen with me and then go do something physical. And often just stick handle a hockey puck or something and then go back and forth with it. Office life is not really accommodating to that, but scientifically that is the most efficient way to think quickly. Use your body. I don't think you could go, like, play sports. Because, again, that's too mentally demanding, and physically. But, yeah, going for a walk. The problem with the walk is, like, taking the notes on the go, I find. Because what you don't want to do is, like, figure out the first part of the problem 3 times. Yeah. Recreate the shower thought moment. It's legit. Gafgarian's using black magic? That's such a waste. So, the difference between what your subconscious mind does and what your conscious mind does, you can track about 40 things consciously, and it's, I forget the exact number, but it's somewhere around 100,000. It might even be higher than that, subconsciously. But your brain does a tremendous amount when it seems like it's offline, but it isn't. I mean, that's where you get things like the Salvador Dali workflow, where... Whoa! I guess she's planning on leveraging that cure? Is that why the AI picked that? That was unnecessarily aggressive, Agrius. Anyway, Dali would famously, you know, hold a key or something in his hand and then let himself start falling asleep. And you'd have a pan. And so, as you start nodding off, you drop the key, hits the pan, makes a loud noise, jolts you back to the fully conscious state. It's a way of tapping into a little bit of the conscious mind, because as it drifts, you get a lot of thinking done. Yeah, getting out of work is huge. Yeah, for the 20-hour work week thing, I think that might depend on the line of work. Like, if you're doing construction, I don't see how that can be true. But again, oh boy, that sure cut both ways. Speaking of quality work tapering off. By the way, I'm just doing this mission so I can gain access to the map. I did kind of intend to stop after the last mission. But, oh boy, this is a disaster. It's a miracle they all lived. Standing around drinking water. That's important. Did we just lose Agrius? Or is that, no, that's the thief who's behind there. Alright, that was Chad. There we go. Let's try this. I think Ramza just got a nuke. No, we're good. Alright, fine. You got a double kill. I'll give you that. Oh, Agrius was clear of that. That's disappointing. I didn't see the little bump. Oh, stop triggered again! Also, I'm gonna have to start thinking about reviving here. Get the Black Mage. Actually, we might be able to just rush at this point. There's that high faith. Thank goodness that might protect against... Yep. And again, perfect. Yeah, restaurants are kind of always on the go. That's one where I think the productivity is just linearly tied. Although you still have like high hours and low hours, and then there's good mindless tasks to do, right? Like, you kind of have to pay a certain amount of attention if you're chopping onions or grating cheese, but it's still not quite as intense. Yeah, and his CT's at 88, and he's not stopped. Two-thirds. Yeah! Oh. No double kill, though. One archer and a badly wounded black mage now. Oh, I gotta revive. Actually, I might just have to rush. Yep. This could turn out being a loss if we're not careful. Okay, Gafgarian, get the black mage. That'll do. Okay, we got 2 turns. We're okay. What's the most interesting job I've worked? Interesting in what way? My first job was selling mini donuts at a country music festival, and as a guy who despises country music, and not such a fan of the fans of country music either, that was it was interesting. They offered to pay me in drugs at the end. I said I'll take the 20s. Yeah, that was 3 days of agony. What sort of drugs do festivals offer? They were offering me weed. But in general, I would say festivals offer whatever you want. We're probably going to be okay for him. Yeah, I hate to drop money on a silken robe, but I think we need it. For only 6 hit points, that's a bit of a bummer. Oh, +1 attack, though. That's nice. Well, yeah, and you might think the country music crowd is tame, but I assure you, that is a... Oh, what's the term? What would be the best way of describing it? A debaucherous crowd. I don't even have the ability to use half of these items, but I want to have a decent stock. Shurikens, we're going ninja at some point, and those are good because of the range. I do have and use antidotes. Alright. Oh yeah, and our shield got broken, but we were able to borrow one. Willie Nelson may have once smoked weed. Well, and you can't party all night if you're only doing weed. Ugh. Ugh. Just had flashbacks to an experience at the outdoor, the porta potty cluster. Huh. Anyway, on that note, take care of yourselves at work. Just because your boss says it's more productive doesn't mean it is. You know, be tactical, stand up for yourself, have yourselves a good day. I'm gonna get to it. That's what I gotta do. Between now and next, I might do a little bit more grinding. We'll see. Aragway Woods, I think that's the Boko fight, and then that is catching up with Delita, and then Fort Besselat, formerly known as Bethel Garrison. I forget, that one might not even be a fight. Yeah, I don't know. Long story short, this chapter's gonna end up down here. Moving to a new building in a couple months. Yep. Well, enjoy. That's exciting. Do we see... Alright. Alright, we got to a magic city. I want to do this before we wrap. Wow, how overwhelmingly disappointing. Alright. Next time. I'll see you there, everybody. Take care.